Only some minutes are left, and your life is in danger. Yes, my beloved child, you are in danger, and I will tell you why. My child, you have wandered far from the garden in which I planted you. I crafted you with care, with holy breath, with a purpose greater than you can see now. Before time began, I knew you. I knew every fiber of your soul, every whisper of your longing. I placed eternity in your heart so you would seek me, even in the silence, even in the storm, even when the world tried to erase my name from your lips. But now I see your path twisting toward shadows. Not the darkness I created for rest and stillness, but the counterfeit shadow that devours light. The enemy has whispered lies into your ears, clever, sweet-sounding lies that mimic truth just enough to seduce. And you listened, my child, not because you were wicked, but because you were weary. You were searching for peace and thought you could find it in the world's applause, in your own strength, in fleeting pleasures, in hollow promises. But none of those could hold you. None of them saw you. None of them could carry you like I do. The danger you face. You are in danger, not because I hate you, but because you have walked close to a cliff that you no longer see. The ground under your feet is crumbling slowly, yes, minute by minute. And I can see what you cannot. I see the abyss below, the one that devours souls who once burned with light. I see how easily your name could be swallowed by the noise of this world, how your spirit could be numbed by distractions and addictions dressed as comfort. Do you feel that ache, that restless emptiness that follows you into every room? That is the sound of your soul remembering me. That is the hunger you cannot fill with screens, with substances, with validation or ambition. That hunger is holy. It is me calling you, my child. The world told you to chase your truth, but there is no your truth or their truth. There is only truth, and I am the truth. I do not shift with culture or bend with opinion. I am unshaken, unmoved, eternal. The path of return. I am not surprised by your failures. I am not disgusted by your wounds. I am not tired of your return. If you turn back now, yes, now, before the clock strikes the final moment, I will embrace you. I will wash your soul in light. But I cannot force you. I gave you the gift of choice, even when it cost me everything. I gave my son, my only son, to bleed for your rebellion. He stretched his arms wide to take your shame, your fee, your sin, not just once long ago, but now, every moment he intercedes for you. His scars still speak mercy over your name. But you must choose to receive it. You must come home. Your true identity. You are in danger because the enemy knows your potential more clearly than you do. He saw my fingerprints on you from the moment you were conceived, and he trembled. He has been after your identity since then. Not because you were weak, but because you carry a light that can break chains. He has twisted your self-image, distorted your worth, distracted your gaze. But I'm tearing back the veil. I'm speaking now. Will you hear me? You are not too far gone. I do not measure your value by your mistakes. I do not define you by the names others called you in anger or what you called yourself in shame. I define you by my breath, by my blood, by my eternal covenant. I define you by love that outlasts death. The urgency of now. And now I am calling you, not with condemnation, but with urgency. My child, the time is shorter than you think. The illusion of endless tomorrows has lulled many to sleep, but it will not last. A storm is coming, not because I wish harm, but because my justice cannot sleep forever. I have been patient, long-suffering, kind. I have given signs and sent my servants to warn. I have stirred your conscience in quiet hours, whispered in your dreams, pulled you back from the brink more times than you know. But now the hourglass is nearly empty. Soon, even choice will be sealed. Do not wait for the moment when knees will be forced to bow. Oh, now, while your surrender can be received as worship, not regret. Oh, now, while your tears can still be turned into songs of joy. I am near, for I am not far. I am not silent. I am roaring with love for you. You have tried so hard to be strong on your own, but strength without me is just pride in disguise. Your walls are cracking. Let them fall. I never asked you to carry this alone. Let me in. Let me into your anger, your addictions, your self-hatred, your fear. I do not flinch from your darkness. I am the light. I do not recoil from your sin. I bore it. I do not abandon the broken. I rebuild them. You are in danger because you are sleepwalking toward destruction. But I am shaking you awake, not to scare you, but to save you. Wake up, beloved. Wake up to who you really are. You are not your trauma. You are not your past. You are not the worst thing you've done or the worst thing done to you. You are mine, and I want you whole. I want you free. I want you alive, not just breathing, but burning with divine fire. You have danced on the edge of compromise, called shadows light and numbness peace. But there is no peace apart from me. There is no joy apart from holiness. There is no rest outside my presence. Come to me, all you who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest, not a temporary reprieve, but eternal peace. Let me teach you who you are. Let me renew your mind. Let me restore your soul. I see you. I see the tears you hide from the world. I see the questions you are too afraid to ask. I see the emptiness beneath the smile. And I am not angry. I am nay. You are in danger. Yes, but you are also within reach of redemption. I will not abandon you at the edge of disaster. I will not leave you to drown. But you must reach for me. You must open the door. I stand and knock, not with wrath, but with holy longing. I will flood your ruins with rivers of life if you let me. Truth against lies. The enemy says it's too late. I say my blood speaks a better word. The enemy says you're broken beyond repair. I say I am the potter, and I remake shattered things into glory. The enemy says no one would understand. I say I bore your pain, and I know you more intimately than your own thoughts. My child, I'm not asking for perfection. I'm asking for surrender. Let me undo the chains you've worn like jewelry. Let me break every generational curse, every secret sin, every silent scream you've buried. Nothing is hidden from me, and still I love you. You are not alone, my child. Trials as refinement. Listen closely, for I am still speaking. The time is short, but while breath fills your lungs and my spirit hovers near, I will pour my words into your heart. You are not only in danger because of the world's snares. You are also walking through trials that feel unbearable, moments that stretch your soul beyond what you think it can bear. But you must understand this. I do not waste pain. I do not permit trials to destroy you, but to refine you. These circumstances that you fear, these storms that batter your soul, they are not signs of my absence. They are signs of my forging. You have asked, why is this happening to me? You have whispered into the darkness, Lord, have you forgotten me? No, my beloved, I have not. I have held every tear in my hand. I have counted every sigh of your soul. I have stood beside you in every fire, and not one flame has touched you that I did not first weigh with perfect wisdom. Examples of my faithfulness. I allowed Joseph to be sold by his brothers, betrayed, forgotten in prison. Yet all the while, I was shaping him into the one who would preserve nations. He could not see the end from the pit, but I could. You too may feel buried now, but you are being planted, not discarded. What others meant for evil, I will turn to good, if you trust me. Consider David, the shepherd boy anointed to be king, yet hunted like an animal, hiding in caves, crying out in agony, "How long, O Lord?" Yet those lonely nights carved in him a heart that would sing psalms for generations. Strength is not formed in palaces. It is forged in wildernesses. You ask me to make you strong, but resist the very fires that make it so. Understanding your trials. My child, I see your struggle. I see how temptation claws at you, how despair knocks like an unrelenting storm. I do not blame you for your weariness. Even my son, in the garden of Gethsemane, cried out, "If it is possible, let this cup pass from me." He felt the crushing weight of obedience. He sweat blood. Do you think I do not understand your limits? I know them better than you do. But my strength is made perfect in your weakness. The enemy would have you believe that trials mean you are failing. But I tell you, trials mean you are being trusted. I allowed Abraham to wait until all hope in the natural had died before Isaac was born, because I wanted him to know that nothing, not age, not barrenness, not time, can thwart my promise. I allowed Moses to wander in a desert for 40 years before I called him to lead my people, because only through the solitude of wilderness could he learn to hear my voice. I allowed Elijah to stand alone against hundreds of false prophets so he would know that one man with me is mightier than a multitude without me. I allow the shaking so that only what cannot be shaken will remain. These circumstances that test your ultimate strength are not random. They are crafted carefully and lovingly to strip away every false refuge. I am jealous for your soul. I will not let you find peace in things that perish. I will not allow you to be satisfied with less than the fullness of who I am. When you walk through the fire, I will be with you. When you pass through the waters, they will not overflow you. But notice, you must walk through. I do not always deliver my children from the fire. Sometimes I deliver them in the fire, as I did with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They would not bow to the idols of their time, and I honored their faith by walking into the furnace with them. The fire did not consume them. It only burned the ropes that bound them. Some of your trials, my child, are designed to burn off what enslaves you. You have said, I cannot go on, but I say you will, for I go before you. You have said, I am not strong enough, but I say it is not by your strength, but by my Spirit. You have said, I feel abandoned, but I say even if your father and mother forsake you, I will take you in. Pain, when surrendered to me, becomes purpose. Suffering, when offered on the altar, becomes sacred. Your scars, when touched by my hand, become testimonies of resurrection. Do not despise the breaking. I broke the bread before I multiplied it. I allowed my son to be broken before salvation could flow to the world. And I will break what must be broken in you, not to diminish you, but to multiply my glory in you. Your ultimate strength is not found in never being hurt, never falling, never fearing. It is found in rising again, in choosing me when everything else tempts you to give up. Strength is found in the one who clings to me through tears, who worships through wounds, who walks even when the path is soaked in mystery. Trust in the storm. You may not understand now. I do not demand your understanding. I ask for your trust. When Job lost all, his health, his children, his wealth, he did not curse me. Though he wrestled, he wept, he questioned, but he stayed. He said, though he slay me, yet will I trust him. And in the end, I restored him, not just in possessions, but in revelation. He said, my ears had heard of you, but now my eyes have seen you. The storm brought him face to face with me. Do not run from the storm. I am in it. I am the voice that speaks through the whirlwind. I am the hand that upholds you when your knees buckle. I am the whisper that tells you to take one more step when everything screams to quit. My ways are higher. I see how the world applauds ease and shame struggle. But my ways are not their ways. I use what the world rejects. I build strength in secret, in silence, in soil soaked with tears. You may think nothing is growing in this season, but roots are deepening. You may not see the fruit yet, but I am preparing a harvest you cannot imagine. The strength I build in you is not for this life alone. It is for eternity. I am fitting you for a crown that will never fade. Every trial you endure in faith adds weight to your eternal glory. The world chases comfort. I offer you character. The world offers shallow victory. I offer you eternal reward. When you are mocked for your faith, rejoice. You are walking in the footsteps of prophets. When you are misunderstood, rejected, persecuted, rejoice. You are being conformed to the image of my Son. Do not measure your strength by applause. Measure it by obedience. Raising overcomers. I am not raising weak children. I am raising overcomers. Overcomers like Esther, who risked everything to save her people. She trembled, yes, but she stepped forward, and I used her. Overcomers like Ruth, who left everything familiar to follow a bitter, grieving woman into an unknown land, and I wove her into the lineage of Messiah. Overcomers like Paul, who endured beatings, shipwrecks, prison, yet declared, I have learned to be content in all circumstances. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. My child, do you not see? I am writing the same courage into your story. I am writing resilience into your bones, eternity into your gaze, your divine purpose. You are not born for shallow living. You are born to carry glory, but glory comes through fire. Diamonds are formed under pressure. Gold is purified in flames. Grapes are crushed to release wine. And you, yes, you, are being transformed. The enemy wants to use your trial to accuse me, but I want to use it to reveal me. This is why I say, count it all joy when you face trials of many kinds, not because pain itself is good, but because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance, and perseverance must finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. You are in the making, beloved. Do not judge the process before it's complete. Heaven watches. There are angels watching you. The cloud of witnesses leans forward. Heaven celebrates every time you choose trust over fear, love over bitterness, praise over despair. You are not just enduring, you are overcoming. I know the weight is great, but so is my grace. My grace is not a concept, it is a living power. It lifts the bowed head. It strengthens the weak hands. It renews the mind. My grace will carry you when your own legs fail. My grace will sing over you when you have no words left. My grace will lead you home. The promise of restoration. And when this season passes, and it will pass, you will emerge stronger. Not just stronger in flesh, but in spirit. Your roots will reach into the depths of my heart. Your faith will no longer be borrowed. It will be forged. You will know me not just as Savior, but as Sustainer. And one day, others will sit in their own fire, and they will look to you. They will ask, how did you survive? And you will say, because I did not walk alone. You will say, because I trusted the one who writes beauty from ashes. My presence now, even now, I am with you. Even now, I am surrounding you with songs of deliverance. Even now, I'm anointing you with endurance. I will not let this season destroy you. I will use it to distinguish you. Do not give up. Not now. You are too close. I see the finish line even when you cannot. I see the eternal weight of glory being prepared for you. I see the crown, the reward, the joy that will never be taken away. Hold on, my beloved. Strength is rising. Hope is returning. Faith is awakening. You are not what the fire says you are. You are what I say you are. Your true identity declared. You are chosen. You are beloved. You are mine. So lift your eyes. Breathe deep. Remember who holds your hand. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. I have not failed one of my promises, and I will not start now. Walk with me, even through this valley. I will lead you through. And when the dawn breaks, and it will, you will say with your own lips, surely the Lord was with me in the fire. Surely he was good. Surely his mercy never left me. And now I stand, not by my own strength, but by his. Your portion. This is your portion, my child. Not fear, not failure, not despair, but victory, but purpose, but strength. Receive it. Walk in it. Endure for just a little while longer. The night is nearly over, and I am coming. Amen.